Bitcoin new all-time high. Woo! Hey everyone. Thank you for joining us. Now we are LinkedIn, YouTube, X, Instagram, and of course the fabulous people at Getting Started in Crypto.
We are.
Bitcoin is coming up.
It's a very excitable Lisa, and I have just woken up. I've got a little bit of a sniffle, but I am also excited, I promise.
He sounds it, doesn't he? It's like, I'm
Yeah.
excited for both of us. Woo!
There we go. Yeah, obviously Bitcoin as we speak is 108,000 US dollars and pumping quite hard, it seems.
It is. It's really pumping. It looks like it did 109, like 109, 300. That's like crazy. I still remember it hitting like $1,000 in 2013 and thinking, oh my God, this is insane. Next day it was like $200, but it still did it.
Hopefully it doesn't do the same thing this time around and it keeps pumping up. I'd imagine a lot of this energy from Bitcoin is around Trump moving into office. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. What is he doing? He's getting that word. So I don't even know why I can't say that word. He's having his inauguration. Is that how you say it?
I think so. Yeah, close enough.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, cool. All right then. Well, let's jump in and see what your TA suggests is going to happen.
All right, I'm still like dancing. Woo! Go Bitcoin! Go Bitcoin! Go Bitcoin! So, all right, let's jump into Bitcoin before it's like you guys switch off. And it's like, oh no, Lisa's gone crazy. And it's like Josh is like half asleep, going, "Oh, Lisa's a bit hyperactive today." So let's have a look. This is the snake. The snake didn't go full snake, but it went pretty good. Like I always tell you guys to buy the C. We got to the C. We've pumped through. No D wave, but if you were in getting started in crypto, you knew that this was probably a really good retest area, and then it was going to continue up. So that happened. It's hit the 50 SMA and taken off. So it's not pumping, it's trumping. Come on, that was good.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Okay. So we no longer pump in Bitcoin, we trump in Bitcoin. So let's trump. So we should continue. This is the new impulse wave. It's looking really, really good. We've broken that all-time high, and the next fib level is at 112,443. So that is, I just spat on myself. It's really lovely. And so I know you guys wanted to see that. So yeah, next after that, zooming out. This wave should get up to about 146. Whether it goes straight there like Trump did yesterday, straight to like $78, which was just insane. Who knows? All the money might flow into Bitcoin. The Bitcoin dominance is on the increase again. So we're in this region here. And that's a nice region to be in for Bitcoin. It just means that we've got that support. We've had that support, and it's moving strongly. So heading back to Bitcoin, still going, looking really good. And I would think that a lot of that money from Trump yesterday would have moved over to Bitcoin. So we had a pullback here. We've got new people buying in. The RSI on this coin is still on fire. So it's still probably going to sit in this range for a little bit, and then potentially could come back down to the 618. It has hit the 0.5, and that's a really strong retrace for this wave pattern and for a bullish chart. So it could just here and then a bit of consolidation and off it goes. But it is looking really, really good. So the other one is Melania. And that one is as well looking really good. So it's been pumping all day. So Yes, feels those kind of coins have 2017 vibes where they just go up, 20,000% in a minute. And yeah, so they're the, obviously the talk, everyone's talking about them and everyone wants a piece of it. So just be super careful, like when you're entering these coins, because they're highly volatile, and I've seen people lose a lot of money, especially when they're going in with leverage trades. So don't do that.
Yeah, everyone make sure to be safe if you're getting started in crypto. We are trying to ensure that happens as well, but emotions tend to play such a big role. So yeah, okay. So obviously Bitcoin is looking like it's about to start dominating the market again. Trump and Melania coin have sucked all liquidity out over the last few days and almost dumped the market so that they could have their introduction. What does that mean going forward?
Well,
Have
it's
they
not
had
all
their
liquidity.
time?
It's not all liquidity. So, coins, obviously, Solana had done a new all-time high due to the fact that everyone wanted to be in Solana so they could buy Trump. So there's benefits. So Solana, the network crashed, Phantom Wallet crashed. It's just, this is a new sort of test for everything. And it's like the devs would be working overtime to, you could tell us a little bit about what they do, like when that sort of stuff happens, Josh, because you've been there.
Well, I know for sure that Phantom had a tweet yesterday or last night when I looked, saying that they were having a few issues with congestion because they were doing over 8 million transactions a minute at that point, and that's Phantom Wallet, most likely because of Sol and what was going on. So yeah, I think the best way to put it is that I wouldn't want to be in their shoes at the moment, trying to juggle it all. But
I can only imagine their cloud servers are running overtime.
I'm not even sure if they'll be on the cloud. They might even have their own dedicated servers, which will still be struggling. So yeah, there we go. Okay, just looking, a lot of people joining us from YouTube and X and enjoying this little Bitcoin pump. Where do you want to go next? Do you want to look at some?
All right, we're going to have a look at Solana. So, and then we'll jump into an ad.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so this is Solana, obviously, with the Trump and Melania and, everyone before these coins are going to exchanges, because obviously if they're not on an exchange yet, you're on a network like Solana where you're swapping. So Bird Eye, Phantom Wallet, that sort of thing. Now, massive breakout on a lot of these coins. We only got an ABC wave, which means this is probably still only early days. When we start doing like ABCDE wave, that means we're getting in that higher pattern of the Elliott wave. We're not there yet, still looking good. So Solana's pulled back. It's had a really strong bounce. Now the pivot on this, I'm just going to zoom in to have a look. We've got a pivot on this at about 270. So not passing 270, it may come back down. It hasn't tested the breakout zone. So BTC beautifully tested that breakout zone. And, that's a really strong sign of strength. A lot of orders will be waiting there. So Solana might not get there, though, just due to the fact this is super bullish with these meme coins that are happening at the moment. So, if that continues, if exchanges aren't picking them up early, then Solana's not going to come back all the way. It's going to hold here. So if we put some fibs on that and just have a look and see how high it has gone or how low. So pierce through the 0.05. So that's a really good retrace. The 618 is down on that support. So it's still possible because it did pierce through. So when we get a flat, just straight on that fib line, that usually means that's done and it's going back up, but it's got a broken fib line. So potentially it could still come back down. So wise to have some orders around 218, 220, might get some cheap Solana before it heads back up. So yeah, so let's quickly jump into an ad, and we'll be back with some more alts. So get those in.
Okay, see you in a bit.
So don't forget, sign up to Getting Started in Crypto. You will get all this information first, and you can ask for charts in the chat. So yeah.
And
so
also, yeah, via email,
yeah.
I know we've got a load lined up that we have lined up before even jumping in live. So yeah.
We do.
Sorry, I interrupt you.
No, that's okay. It's starting to get really busy in the market, and everyone wants to know what these charts are doing. So let's quickly jump into it.
Okay.
You're a bit slow today, Josh. It's this like 2-second delay. So yeah, let's jump into XRP. So there used to be this really, really like bad joke with this girl was talking about XRP, and she missed a decimal point, and we were going to $589. We're almost at $5.89, and back in 2020, I showed everyone a chart that it's probably somewhere on my Twitter somewhere, or X, sorry, somewhere, that shows the chart, shows like its potential. We hit the levels, we come back down, and here we are. So I know, Krugs, if you're watching, I hope you kept all that XRP, because I know you were adding and adding and adding. So you're probably sitting on a small fortune right now. So because I know you were doing that for years. So, and I know there's a lot of XRP people that have been doing that for years. So where are we with XRP? Again, we've come back down, but we haven't hit that breakout zone. You could kind of say that potentially in this region here, it sort of hit there and broke through. It touched the 100 and the 200 MA, and then it's continued up. Now, this is one of the hot coins that everyone wants, obviously, because there's so much was happening with it, and now XRP is building again, and it's actually happening. So and we've got the stable coin that eats up the XRP now as well. So we're still looking at 589. Pattern still looks strong. Potentially might come back and retest at 265. I don't think so, though. It's looking way too bullish to do that. So I think maybe a small pullback and then a continuation up from there. Let me jump into Blur. So I'm going to go high time frame, then low time frame, and just like break this down. Hang on, let me move this stuff out of the way. Too many logos. So if we have a look, Blur broke down on that support line, and it's underneath. It's now going to come back. It needs to retest this. Normally a retest will happen a couple of times, so it won't be an instantaneous breakthrough. So, and it doesn't look like it's got massive amounts of volume or strength at the moment. So we can see that when it did break through, it's had that retest, it's come back down. It potentially is going to get about 2 or 3 retests in this region before it does go back up. It does look like it's missing a wave. So that potentially will come back down to that green buy zone. So that zone there is at 19 to 1822. So I'm going to now go back down so we can have a look at where the pivot is on this and see how many waves we've got there. Yeah, I still think we're missing a wave. So if we break this region here, we're right on the pivot. So breakthrough of this region here, we'll see that going up and retesting that support, that resistance. So, you know, it needs to flip that. It needs to get the volume in. But on this low 1 hour time frame, MACD has crossed up. It means that it's gradually changing momentum. I don't think it's quite there yet, though. So it might take a couple of days to a week before that sort of changes momentum. TAO, this is the, what do you call that? I was going to say Instagram, but it's not Instagram. What's the thing that we, Telegram? Telegram coin. And we have covered this in the Moon Mag. So it's got a really good write-up in there. Currently in this cup and handle, we're still in the handle, still looking good. It hasn't broken that pivot, so it's really holding really strong. And when we can start taking off on that, when we confirm that cup, it's going to head to about 1300. So looking really strong once it gets out of this congestion area. But, you know, again, that's just building support in that region. So if anything happens, it just comes back down, slams, people have orders there, and off it goes. And FTM, which is now S. So this is the AI, and I can't remember how many coins, 3 coins went into it, and it's now SUSD. Really new pattern. Not a lot I can say. I think it will pick up. But on the hourly, we're crossing down. So, you know, it's got to have a little bit of resistance in this region until we can sort of get out of that, consolidate, and then it should start moving. So it did take such a long while from the announcement to get to this. So, yeah, we want that to start moving. When we go to the 4 hour chart, we can see that we've got strong bullish divergence. So it's just a matter of time until this starts going, because we have a very, very new pattern. It's always a really strong idea to start DCAing, just taking small bites as it goes down. And that's going to build your position overall for when the coins and the full bull run, you know, starts moving and everyone's looking for the next coin to put their money into.
Okay, cool. Very good. Have you got time for a couple of the socials and the people getting in touch?
Yeah, let's do, what time are we? 3 more.
3 more. Right, we got Theta from Robbie on YouTube, also Zen off YouTube.
All right, let's jump into Theta. We're kind of sideways in, let's have a look. I'm just going to take all of this off and see where we are in this pattern. So we've got A, B, C. Because we've broken the pivot, this is either an ugly D wave or an X wave. So it's not kind of clear actually what this wave pattern is, but it is holding a support, which is nice. We always like when they're holding supports. So it kind of looks like a big giant bear flag though. Sorry guys. So I would say we're probably coming down a little bit more. It doesn't look bullish to me just yet. What I would say that is, so ABC, we've got our D wave happening in here. Oops, move that out of the way. Oh, can't put stuff on today. Hang on. A, B, C, and then we're in this wave, which will be more than likely A, B, C, D. Could go up for it, E, and then it'll come back down. So let's put some fibs on and just see where it's at the moment. It's had a really good retrace to the 618. So this next wave down, like if this, I still think it's got one more wave down. Sorry, it just doesn't look right, the pattern. So we've got a pivot sitting here at about 2.4. If we can't pass that level, then we're coming back down to retest. We may only retest that low and then a continuation up. A lot of coins are doing that and have been quite bullish, but that's looking like quite a strong bear flag there at the moment. So I wouldn't be betting that that's super bullish just yet. It doesn't mean it won't get there, but it's just not there yet. So it's just lagging behind a few of the other coins, which is totally okay.
Okay, cool. The other one was Zen, Z-E-N.
So Zen's one of my favorites, and it's one of the ones that I've been like hodling since a long time. So, and I've just been DCAing back into this at the moment. So let's have a look. We had a really good retrace back down to the 786. So that's our A. We're currently in the B wave. We have been just skipping straight out of those waves and heading up. So that's another thing that has been happening. We're missing waves. So that could happen with Theta as well. So don't always buy the C. So we've had the C bottom. So you should be DCAing into that in case that is the bottom. So essentially this is what it should look like, but they often are getting super bullish and are not. So potentially that's our A, B, C, where we're in the middle of that A, B, C at the moment. So depending on what this chart decides it's at. So if we go back to the A wave and we break that down. So if I'm on a daily, so if I go down to a lower time frame, I can get a better idea of what the waves are forming and where they're at pattern wise. So we can see that there we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got a clear ABC in there. So that's a really nice correction. So this could be complete and then this is heading up. So we want to see our pivot for this to be an impulse on this wave is sitting at 38. So if we break that level, that means that the next is that high there and then that continuation. So I'm going to change what I said because we've got a clear ABC in that rather than an A wave formed. So a couple of different patterns. It can be still corrective. A lot of them are not because just, we're in a bull market, so we're not getting those extended corrections. So only other pattern now would be a WXY, and that is often a sideways pattern. It will be determined by what this next wave does, what levels we're hitting, but it's looking really good. If it's a long-term trade that you're in, which this is a long-term for me, definitely just keep dollar cost averaging as this goes because it's looking really good. And I know the team have got so much happening. So it is definitely one that I've got in my bags.
Okay, very good. Okay, cool. Was there anything else you wanted to cover?
No, I think that's good. Just, stay safe in the market more than anything. Have a stop loss.
Yeah.
As we saw yesterday, it was just bleeding out to get in. The FOMO to Trump coin was just insane.
Yeah, I think it might be worth. I've noticed a lot of people have joined after you did your little Bitcoin bit. How about we if we just jump in and get you to have your thoughts on Bitcoin for 30 seconds, and then we will wrap up.
Yeah, they can always go back as well. I'll jump in and I'll do Bitcoin again now, but like make sure you go back and have a listen. You get to see me dancing. It's like Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so we've got a new all-time high on Bitcoin, so that's why we're dancing. Josh is dancing in the background there. You can't see him though.
I am. Yeah, I definitely am. Yeah.
Sounds like it. Yeah, so we've got a new all-time high. Really beautiful retrace on Bitcoin here. We can see that we had the snake. ABC is all we got. So when we're looking at that, basically A, B, C, and that was it. So often in a bullish market, we won't get the DE wave. Now, I did have that marked up on X as an ABCDE, but for those, I always tell everyone buy the C wave because we're not guaranteed to get the D and the E, because that just doesn't happen all the time in a bullish market, and especially when we've got a new president coming in today. So this is clearly a nod to him from all the whales, all the exchanges going, we have finally got pro crypto in the USA, and this is awesome. So thank you.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be an interesting week ahead, that's for sure.
It will be.
Yeah, so if you want to keep up day to day, then make sure you're in gettingstartedincrypto.com. Lisa does daily updates, has done for nearly 4 years now since we started.
4 years in getting started in crypto, but I think I've done daily updates. I worked out since 2012, maybe 2012, 2013.
Yeah,
a long time.
You must dream of the wave patterns and see Bitcoin.
Well, it was kind of cool with COVID happening, because I sat there and I absolutely broke down every wave. I went down to the tiny little waves and I went and measured, and I got 69K, and we went to 69K last time. So I should do that again, but I won't do it today. But I do have some charts on TradingView with long-term views for BTC, and we are going really high this time. So it's so exciting.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great week ahead. Make sure you protect your capital and take profits as usual. And we will see you all very soon.
Yeah, and stop loss always. Take profits, re-add them as we go, and keep compounding and make some money. And this is the time of the market where you're going to make the most money. So enjoy and have a great week. And I will catch you on everywhere: X, YouTube, Instagram, and of course in Getting Started in Crypto daily. So
See you then. Bye.